everyone! Happy weekend, happy Saturday, and welcome to day 2 of GM Fest 2026. Woo woo! Blah, 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 blah. Hey everybody, we're streaming live on my Twitch, which is twitch.tv/VorpahlSword. We're streaming on Alchemy's YouTube, which is youtube.com/@Alchemy RPG, and we're streaming on Darrington Press's YouTube, which is youtube.com/at Darrington Press. Guys, this is exciting. We're on day 2 of GM Fest. What is GM Fest? Well, it's 3 days, 9 games, 9 one-shots of both D&D and Daggerheart from all these new GMs you've never seen before, but you're gonna want to after this. So be sure to get their information, write it down, DM them, hire them for your D&D and Daggerheart gigs. It's going to be so fun. This is basically a huge showcase. We're also showcasing Czepeku maps and tokens. These are these digital maps and tokens that elevate your gameplay, make it so cinematic and narratively compelling on the battle maps. You can get these subscriptions. They have 2 tiers, one essential, one premium. The essential has everything you need, let's be honest. A little lower price, and then the premium, you get access to their entire token maker. You get their maps on whatever you want, whatever weather pattern you want. Now it's snowing, now it's not snowing, now there's runes on the ground, now there's now it looks like there's man-made structures, now it's natural, like anything you could want, as well as time of day and night. And now there's magic here, or it's burning, like anything that you could think of for your ttrpg needs, they've thought of, and that's what the premium bundle is. So speaking of that, we are going to do a giveaway right away. GM Fest celebration. We're doing a Czepeku fantasy bundle giveaway. This is a subscription to their fantasy bundle for the entire year on the premium level, just what I was talking about. So to enter this giveaway, I need you to type !maps, M-A-P-S, !maps in the chat. Unfortunately, if you're on Darrington Press's YouTube, you're going to need to go to Alchemy's YouTube or my Twitch. Both of those, though, you can !maps and you're in the giveaway. Hot tip, you can enter in both. So if you go to YouTube /@Alchemy RPG or Twitch /VorpahlSword, you can just !maps, you'll get 2 entries. And once again, this is for Czepeku Premium Fantasy Bundle subscription for a year. I need to tell you something. As soon as you subscribe to Czepeku, you get access to their entire backlog. You definitely don't want to stop there, because they're releasing a new fantasy map every 2 weeks and a new sci-fi map every 2 weeks. So you just have that, know that, but yeah, this subscription is going to get you covered for an entire year, and you'll see many of these maps and tokens on the stream today. All the GMs are using both Alchemy VTT and the Czepeku maps and tokens. Enough of that, guys. Yesterday was so fun. We had 3 wildly different games. You couldn't have made them more different. And 3 wildly different GMs as well. And you can watch those. They just live on demand on any YouTube that you're watching right now, and my Twitch. You can just go and watch those shows. But today, we have 3 very, very cool one-shots. The first one is run by Safia, and this one is called Qahar, Anger and Injustice. And this is Daggerheart. Okay, so this game is really going to be playing into the hope and really playing into the fear, and I can't wait for you all to see it. It's going to be absolutely brilliant. The next game is going to be at 1 p.m. and that is going to be run by Max. It's called Legacy Trap, playing D&D 5e, about some heroes coming home. And what do they find? And the last game of the day is at 3:30 p.m. And it is, I've heard the word Shrek coded, and I've seen the adventure. It's Shrek coded. Okay, that's all I have to say. It's called Well, I Have to Save My Ass, and that's GM'd by Dora. So you've got Safia, Max, and Dora today. My request for you is stay as long as you want, get comfy. The water's warm, the water's fine, get in here. And if you can pop in whenever you can, however much you can watch this, please send encouraging words in the chat. These GMs are all very new, about a year ago, little over a year ago, before they took my Dungeon Master school. You'll see that Amy Vorpahl's DM school. A lot of them came to me and were like, one. Many of them have never played D&D before, okay? Much less other TTRPGs. Some of them, they had played or watched a bunch, but they didn't feel confident in GMing. And some of them had GM'd, but kind of, like most of us, we're throwing spaghetti at a wall and seeing what works and what doesn't. I took them through a 10-week course called DM School. By the end, and not even by the end of it, within like the first few weeks, many of them their confidence, great, we got it, we can move forward. Getting paid gigs out the gate. Since then, many of them have started their actual plays, gotten other paid gigs. So that being said, doing D&D as a show, as a performance in front of a live audience is a whole nother level. And I believe every single one of them is worth it, is completely deserving of it. And they definitely deserve your support. But like any show or recital or showcase, like we do feed, we meaning dungeon masters / anyone who's out there looking for attention on a public level, we feed off of validation, and that's where you come in. So go ahead and type in the chat anytime you see something that was a really good move by players or GMs, really good story point, the maps by themselves, alchemy, the way they're using alchemy. We added on, obviously for a stream, we want it to be cinematic. So all of us are using Alchemy VTT, which by nature already does the heavy lifting for a very theater of the mind experience. We're also using their tactical maps too. I'm just saying all that because if you see, this is additional, like learning how to use a new VTT. If you see mastery of that has happened over the past few months that we've been working on this. So that's fair game too. Go ahead and in the chat you can comment on what's going well there too. You'll see some really cool ways of using Alchemy VTT. And if today's like yesterday, you're going to be in the chat going, wait a second, how do I get these tools? It's very affordable. Alchemy RPG, as it turns out, you can make a whole account and start playing games for the low price of free $99. Totally free. Just go in there, alchemyrpg.com, and make a free account. Well, we're about to play Daggerheart, so it's worth noting that you also can go to alchemyrpg.com/Daggerheart and you can start quick playing Daggerheart there too. We're playing multiple you can actually play their quick start adventure too. So all of that is preloaded in. You can get going and do that right away. The dice system, the hope and fear, the duality dice, already preloaded. You can always make a Daggerheart roll. If you're in there and tooling around right now, I dare you, go to the journal, bottom left, and type /Daggerheart roll, and the Daggerheart roll prompt will come up where you can like set the difficulty, add your bonuses. It's so cool. It's so much fun. I know. So I'm running a game tomorrow, and my cast is full of how do I say this? Stinkers. And I'm fully prepared. I'm fully prepared for like 5 minutes of the stream, me being like, guys, stop rolling dice. Stop doing it. Like, you're distracting. You're covering up the beautiful scenescape that I've chosen for this scene. And I just know they're going to be like kids on Christmas. A lot of performers, will say. So they're going to be just dabbling in all the things that they are going to be dabbling with. We'll tell a story eventually. Don't worry. Guys, I want to go to chat. How are you this morning? Everyone excited about this? Okay, nomads. Yeah, it's technically a /. Yeah, the /. The one, I don't know if I'm mirrored, but yeah, the /. The one where the top is to the right. Okay. Everyone say hi, mods. We've got mods in the chat. Everyone say hi, mods. We're keeping this nice, light, and fun today. So the mods are going to be on it to keep this a really safe and encouraging space. Thank you so much. Hi, mods. Thank you, mods. Everyone's typing in the map code. Yes, we're doing a giveaway. If you just got here, we're doing a giveaway. Everyone type !maps, MAPS. MAPS, 2 of them. Or plural. Maps, !maps. You're going to get a subscription for a year to Czepeku's fantasy bundle on the premier tier. And you'll have everything your little D&D mind could ever want. Free $99, that's right. Oh my gosh, bonus high tops. Hi. So good to see you. Yes, thank you for your service, mods. That's right. That's right. Mods, if you want to, I know you have a little icon, but if you want to say hi back and say, hey, I'm a mod, we'll take that. You know what I need to do is go to the Alchemy chat, and then I'll go to the Darrington Press chat. Those weren't open because it's day 2 and my brain's on fire. In a bad way? All right. Darrington Press, hell yes. Oh, that's so funny. Shane Fagan. All right, we have, it's good for introverts, okay? It's good for introverts. The YouTube chats are a little quieter, so if you prefer that, you can go to the YouTube chats. But whether you're on the Alchemy RPG YouTube or my Twitch, you can enter the giveaway by typing !maps. Okay. Other thing I want to say is, if you are entering this, please, for the love of like everything that is holy in this world, turn on your whispers. Just make sure those whispers are on Twitch and your DMs are open in YouTube, because we want to give you your codes, and don't necessarily make us go look for that. Hi mods, hi maps, hi maps, hi mods. What else is going on this weekend? Anyone playing any games this weekend, whether it's in person or on Alchemy? Hi, Miriam. Everybody's being so nice. We love to see it. Which game are you most excited for? We've got Qahar, Anger and Injustice. And then we have Legacy Trap. And then we have, well, I Have to Save My Ass. Oh, and I mean, all glorious titles, all worthy of full campaigns, I'll be honest. I can't wait for you guys to see what these GMs have cooked up for you today. All right, we're gonna draw names here in about 2 minutes. Oh, Pally, no games for me this weekend. I like to imagine you're saying that like 1800s woman with vapors. Oh, no games for me. I know you're not saying it like that, but I like the drama. Everyone cleared out your schedules to be here. Okay, that's fine. Oh, Marianne's looking forward to Safia's games. We love it. Annie's got her gun. Ahmad has a game in a few hours, and it's the first game that she's ever played, and it's still going on 5 years later. What is the secret sauce? How'd you do that? Everyone, we're doing the giveaway very soon. This is going to go to one person, so !maps in the chat to enter that giveaway. Working on a Curse of Straw Death House one-shot for Alchemy. Whoa, man, that Death House is so cool. I really, that's really, and it's a great one to run on Malcolmy. Oh my God, Malcolmy. I do know a person named Malcolmy. I mean, no, I don't. Named Malcolm. And then I also have been saying Alchemy many times this week. So that's fun. Yeah, there's Curse of Strahd art assets on Alchemy. That's, did I say that right? James RPG art. I think I own that on Alchemy because I played Curse of Strahd last year with my home group. And the reason, I will say the reason wasn't because I was like, God, I gotta play Curse of Strahd. It was because I've been a GM for so many years, and I thought, I need to have had played Strahd. Like, I need to be able to say that I ran Strahd. So I guess, you know, best time to plant a tree 20 years ago, second best time right now. So I went ahead and ran Strahd, and I bought the Death House, all the Strahd artwork on Alchemy. The scenes are beautiful, really dynamic. There's some animation there too. Solo run through of Dragon Heist rather than just reading it as prep my party as hench. Renaud Vale, that is so cool. I love Dragon Heist. Anyone running Daggerheart this weekend or in the near future, rolling those duality dice? Oh, Malcolm is a cool name. Just change it to Malcolmy. And thanks Alana Tenman for coming to Philadelphia. Look, I'm going to be opening enrollment really soon for my new DM school here coming up in the middle of August. And if you go to amyvorpahl.com/DM school, you'll be able to apply. amyvorpahl.com. Or you can just click on the DM school thing. You can go there and apply now. All of these GMs you're seeing this weekend are graduates of the DM school. And we got them going really in 3 sessions, but it's a 10-week course, and we'll get you really, really set up and confident and having fun and knowing how to improvise your way through whatever the players want to do. All right, let's draw. Who's the winner? We're looking for a winner for Czepeku's Fantasy Maps, the Premier Bundle, a subscription for a year. Okay, the second you go to Czepeku and subscribe, you'll get access to their entire backlog. You can search, but this person is going to get the subscription, which means that they're going to get all of the new maps and tokens delivered to them as they come out, which is once every 2 weeks for the fantasy version. All right, let's see who the winner is. Yes, we love, Dragon Heist and Curse of Shot. Yes, everyone's chatting. Yeah, those are really dynamic campaigns, really, really well written. And we have a winner. Our winner is at Thalin G. Shempvoid. And yes, there were so many consonants in that name, and I pronounced it perfectly. Okay, so Thalin G. Shempvoid, please, please, please go and turn on your whispers or your DMs if you're in the YouTube, and we will look for a message from Dulaijan. Dulaijan is the mod handling this, our champion giveaway mod. Or you can just, message Dulaijan yourself. That is nice too. So we just want to make sure that we get you your code. Okay, guys, it's getting hot in here, and I need to release something. I need to do another giveaway. This is a different giveaway. Let's run a different giveaway. We're going to run the Daggerheart Core on Alchemy giveaway. So this is, you'll get everything you need to play Daggerheart for the core rulebook, all the characters and the cards, all existing on Daggerheart on Alchemy. You'll get them for free. We're giving it away to 2 people. The way you get that is !alchemy. Again, if you're watching on Darrington Press, you're going to need to go over to the Alchemy YouTube, that's at Alchemy RPG, or over to my Twitch, which is /Vorpahl Sword. If you want, you can enter 2 times by typing !alchemy in both of those chats, in Alchemy's YouTube and in my Twitch. So !alchemy is the way that you enter. I think we are running that. Did we begin that? I'm so sorry, Dulaijan. I think I'm overworking you, but let's do. Yeah, we got it. Thank you, Mike. All right, we're live. We're live. You guys can, if you've already typed it, I won't be mad. Go ahead. You can spam like !alchemy starting now. Thank you for adjusting that. Wow. Maybe next time I'll give you at least 1 second before I start a second giveaway. How about that? Everyone say hi, mods. Thank you, mods. They're the reason this is running so smoothly and the reason that anyone's winning any prizes. So we love that. Next up, I'll just go through the schedule again today, because if you're new here, we're going to go live with a brand new one-shot by Safia. And it's a Daggerheart one-shot called Qahar, Anger, and Injustice. And that's coming up here in like 10 minutes. So we want to do a giveaway. We want to be all nice and exciting and whatever. And then we're going to get into some real stuff, okay? I can't tell you what the players are going to do. I've met them and they are chaotic at minimum, So I think we're going to try to hold down a tone, and then the players are just going to do what they're going to do. But that being said, it's called Qahar, Anger, and Injustice. And the thing I'm most excited about is watching Safia go through all of her prep, which I've seen on Alchemy VTT, using all the Czepeku maps and tokens that she's got planned. I'm also equally excited to see these players play together. They are part of another actual play called Nerdiot. I'll put it in chat. You can search for that. They began this, I think, a little over a year ago. They've been going strong, and this is a brand new one-shot from that core group of people. Hey, fun fact, they're all in Saudi Arabia. That's so cool. They win for I don't even know. Someone do a time zone check. What time even is it that we've got them going? I think it's like 11 p.m. at night. So they're staying up happy time zone to play with us and to say hi to you and to tell really, really compelling stories. Oh, Alana Ted mechanic players are the funnest to watch and the worst to DM. I think, yes, and I think Safia's got it, but yeah, you're gonna want to pay attention here. I'm positive about that. We're gonna do this giveaway. So if you're new here, go ahead and in either chat that you're watching Alchemy's YouTube or my Twitch, Vorpahl Sword, !alchemy. Give me 1 second. I think mods are trying to get in touch with me. Let's see. Hey, Bacardi 99, if you're on my Twitch right now, we got to whisper you and get you some prizes for tomorrow. So if you're here, I love that. Please do that. We want to give you your prizes from yesterday. We're doing giveaways in between every game. So for every game, including this first Daggerheart one-shot, the next 30 minutes, I get to talk with Safia and go through her prep, go through how, like, if things went off the rails, yes, they probably will, I'll be honest. And then, what she expected, what it was like working with the Alchemy VTT, what it was like working with Czepeku maps and tokens, how she designed a one-shot using those tools, and then what it was like being in DM school. So you're going to want to stay for the talkback as well. Just so you know, Daggerheart is now fully playable on Alchemy, like top to bottom. You can create characters, start rolling, start playing your games right now. And the quick start game is also preloaded for free. You can just do all of this for free. It's alchemyrpg.com/Daggerheart. And I really recommend it. Daggerheart's a really, really fun system. It's really great it's like, I would say it's like leader agnostic a little bit. I mean, obviously the GM's prepping what they're prepping, but you are sharing the storytelling, and that's part of the mechanics of it. It's really, really cool. Bonus reaction. Yeah, Czepeku and Alchemy and everyone else involved are really cool for doing this. Agreed. And this is so heckin' cool. Look, this is the vibe we want to bring to the function today. We're going to be live until 6 p.m. Pacific time today, and it's only 10:22 Pacific time now. So we'll be here for 8 hours, baby. We'll be here for 8 hours. Will Amy laugh at this? What is this? Are we doing a poll? What's going on? Are we doing, what's this? Oh my God. Okay, whatever. I can't right now. I don't know what's happening. Does someone start a poll? It was with Amy laugh at this. Yeah, probably Amy will laugh at this. Do you know me at all? All right, type in ignore testing predictions. Okay, the mods have too much power. Everyone say bye mods. They're all fired. JK, JK. Their group Nerdia is a play on word for nerd and dice. Oh, cool. I didn't know that. Bye mods, bye. No, wait, don't go anywhere. Wait, come back. I'm just kidding, I need you. That was a bad joke. It was a bad joke. Okay, very funny. Shane Fagan says, I already have Daggerheart, but I'd love if Darrington started offering alt art cards for fun. Oh, we got a collector in the house. Someone's got like magic cards or foil or, the different borders, but also full on different art. We need some holographic art. Yeah, for sure. Well, Hope and Fear is coming out soon. You can actually pre-order that at daggerheart.com/pre-order. Okay, it's gonna come to Alchemy as well. But they have different subclasses, different ways to play, environments, all of that. Everything that your little GM heart could want. Yeah, Mike Vance photo. I don't need more cards to collect, but that would be cool as hell. Yeah, that's how I feel about magic cards. Like, I'm an aspiring minimalist. That's why I like things to be digital, but magic cards make it really tough. I've played in some drafts before, and I'm like, can someone take this deck from me? Like, I can't just, I know I paid money for it, and I refuse to be the person that is swallowed by cards. Or, like, you move, you're like, oh, I got to move this piece of furniture to vacuum, and just like 5 magic cards appear under. I refuse to be that person. I refuse. But for, I guess, Darrington domain class cards, maybe we can make an exception. Wow, Shane Fagan's on it already. Pre-ordered it too. Heck yeah. Okay, good. Everyone's JKing. Yes, please. Yeah, good luck without us, Amy. Okay, look. Hey, sorry, it was a joke. All right, we're going to be doing this giveaway here in like 1 minute. 1 minute. I'll give you one more minute. And so go ahead and exclamation point alchemy in the chat. And we're going to pull a winner here very, very quickly. Very, very quickly. I can't wait to see who wins. We're trying not to do, oh, by the way, we're drawing 2 winners for this. 2 winners are going to get the Daggerheart core on alchemy. And by the way, all of you right now should be turning on your whispers, turning on your DMs, and signing up for your free account at alchemyrpg.com. That's what you should be doing, I will say. That's what you should be doing. Because as soon as you get these codes, you're going to want to type them in the marketplace, redeem codes. You know how it goes. All right, we're drawing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's the winner? Who's the winner? I would like to know. I would like to know, and the rest of us would like to know. I can't wait to find out who it is. Remember, turn on your DMs and whispers, por favor. Yeah, Amy, I watched you shuffle your deck like they were common bicycle playing cards. No, I know. I know that's wrong and bad. And don't worry, I got my share of hate for it. But at the end of the day, I know there's value. I will say for most of them, like the value, I don't know. Apparently I did draw a very valuable card in a draft, and it was like, and I did shuffle it like it was a bicycle playing card. So I auto reduced its value just by being me. Who is it? Who is it? First winner is from YouTube. All right, first one is from YouTube. We have Alana Tedman 3906. Alana Tedman, it's up to you. You can message Delaron yourself, or just make sure that your DMs are able to accept some messages from strangers, because Delaron right now might be a stranger, but very soon will be a friend. Yay, Alana Tedman. It's me on YouTube. Oh, cool. But here you are on Twitch. So maybe turn on your whispers too. I love Daggerheart. Alana Tedman. Whoa. We're at a 15 and I need you to bring it down to an 11, because Daggerheart is very cool. So congratulations. Congratulations, Alana. I love Daggerheart too. Second winner we have is D-Man Megamix, and that is just fun to say. Congrats, D-Man Megamix. Okay, Alana Tedman and D-Man Megamix. Very exciting. Can't wait to get you these codes. Congratulations. Let us know how it goes. We'll be here all weekend. So if you want to pop back in and be like, I've downloaded everything and created my own game in this universe, we'd love to hear it. We'd love to hear it. Don't spend too much time. Actually, spend time this weekend watching our streams, because we're streaming Daggerheart with these cool one-shots. We got about 2 minutes until the show. Everyone, silence your phones and put away your crinkly candy, because we can hear it through the stream. No, we can't. Actually, do whatever you want. I am so excited to introduce this first game to you today. This is, later on we're going to have Max running Legacy Trap, and we're going to have Dora running Well, I Have to Save My Ass. And then the first one is Qahar, Anger and Injustice. So I don't know. I think today's games might be, even if possible, even more disparate than yesterday's games. But if you like variety, which it is the spice of life, then you've come to the right place. Jamfest 2026. Heck yeah. Let's get into this game. I think the players are ready. I think the GM is just always ready. If I know Safia, just remains in a state of readiness. And let's give a big warm welcome all the way from Saudi Arabia, streaming live, because that's the magic of the internet. It is Safia running Qahar, Anger and Injustice, a Daggerheart one-shot.
Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm pretty excited to be here. My name is Safia, and I'll be your game master for today. And I'm running the game Qahar, Anger and Injustice. And joined with me are 2 fantastic players that I've known for years now. Can you give an introduction to yourself, Huda?
Hi, my name is Huda. I'm 1/3 of Natiyat, which is a ttrpg group based in Saudi Arabia. We're mostly focused on creating content that reflects Arabic or Arabic fantasy content. So if you're interested in that, you can just follow us at Nerdiat, which is, you are correct, a play on nerd and dice.
And Dima.
My name is Dima Dulaijan. I'm an actor, cosplayer, and streamer, and I'm excited to play Daggerheart.
So these two are the wonderful players that I will be traumatizing today, but they will also traumatize me right back, as we're going to be co-telling the story together, as that's part of the fun of Daggerheart. I'm Safia Dulaijan, and I am the second third of Nerdiyat. And without further ado, we'll get started with the game today. When world wars end, we are thankful. It's in our nature to desire that planning for tomorrow is a given, and not just hope that any tomorrow comes. When world wars end, we don't focus on how the boundaries of our homes have changed, or that the names of our homes have changed. And we are simply thankful that the horrors are over. When world wars end, we are promised that there are now global entities that are united at a scale never before that will keep the future generations safe. And we believe them. So when alliances are formed and we practice in good faith, and when technology is weaponized, we acquiesce. Because you see, we think it won't happen. Not here. The city of Dulaijan was one of education and innovation. Its only crime was having fertile grounds. And access to powerful mana reserves. In this world, the mana and the energy of it can power multiple devices and wonders. But our story is not about the world leaders that failed, or the use of technology and how it can be weaponized, but about a family torn apart, trying to reunite. But to understand what happened, we have to go back just 5 minutes. Because 5 minutes ago, just outside the city, on a lush green farmland, at Al Sayyad family house, there's peaceful chirping birds and beautiful lush grass. A hardworking Qatari family farmer who sold all the animals. It's a little bit quiet, eerily quiet. The usual chirping, the usual moos of angry cows that made their opinions known pretty frequently are not there. The father of the family sold them in order to secure safe passage away from the city, using the ability to teleport. He heard whispers that the grave fog might be used on them, and he sent his wife and his youngest 2 sons ahead yesterday. They were all meant to go together, but unfortunately, there was a delay in paperwork for half the family. But our story doesn't follow him either. Our story follows the 2 daughters that are back home on the farm. Huda, please describe your character, and what is she currently doing outside on this bright and beautiful day?
So you see a female Qatari feline with little cat ears, auburn orange hair braided, wearing simple work clothes like a simple dress, her apron where she holds her gardening tools and stuff, as she's walking through the farm, heading to the greenhouse, where she's about to do her daily morning tending of a very I'm going to call it sacred tree that she's been taking care of for the past 8 or so years, has been passed on through generations. It has looked dead for as long as she has been taking care of it, and the instructions to take care of it has been passed down for almost a century. But something miraculous happened yesterday, and it budded. There was a little bud, and she's excited to go check on it, see it, and figure out a way to transport it. And that's where she's going to. She's heading to the greenhouse.
As you are looking at this plant, a very unlikely plant, one that you've heard of for generations growing up, the balsam tree plant, thought to have been completely extinct, and it was. It still is, I suppose, because if you managed to have it bloom yesterday, is it now no longer extinct? These are questions that you ask yourself as you take care of it. It is known to look rather despondent and white and gnarled, but when it blooms, the mana crystals concentrate out of it, and they can be used and burned for incense. You've heard from your mother, from your father, from anyone that has a story to tell, that the balsam tree is known to be a miracle cure-all for diseases. And as you stare at it with hopes and dreams, that is exactly when the grave fog hits. First, the sky went completely black, and then there were visions of whirling gray mist. The fresh breeze is now acrid on your tongue, and there are tears that well up in your eyes that do not stop. You don't know if you even heard anything. You're far too preoccupied trying to see, but right now everything is in this blur of grayscale. The grave fog that you've heard of, it's here. And you're unable to see, even if you hold your hand in front of you. Zahra, what do you do?
I think my first reaction would be to kneel on the ground. My eyes are welling, tears are streaming down my eyes. It's not crying, it's my eyes reacting to whatever this was, and trying to viciously rub it out. Is it sand in my eyes? Maybe if I just keep rubbing, it's gonna go away. But no, it doesn't. And the realization comes that I can't see. I can't see my eyes. I can't see the tree. I can see where I am. It's dark. And the fear sets in. I reach into my pocket for my far speaker. I hold it out, and I realize I can't use it to call my sister. So I start screaming for Yasmin to come get me.
As you scream out for your sister, who she shouldn't be far, she should be able to hear you. Once again, we're going to go back just 5 minutes. Just 5 brief minutes ago, to the inside of the house, where it's warm and cozy, and there's a fire that is lit. The house is a bit of a mess, but it's home. Your mother and your younger siblings may have left, but there's food on the table, ready for you to be able to eat. And Dima, please describe your character.
My character is Yasmin Asayat. She's a small Qatari. She has short, messy, black hair. Her glasses somehow always fall up down her nose, and she's constantly pushing it back up. And she's currently in a small room in the house, sitting on the floor, tinkering with her invention she's been spent all night working on.
You're tinkering with this invention, an invention that actually maybe your pride and joy. You've been begging your family, your sister especially, to let you help with bringing back the balsam tree. You had ideas. You're not one for plants. You're not one to understand how they work or the animals. You can't speak to them like your sister can. And you're not a farmer, but you're still a farmer's kid. And you love what creations from mana can do and what technology can do. Describe the invention describe the invention and what is it you hope that it will do?
The invention is a portable crystal terrarium. It's like a see-through crystal where you see a miniature terrarium that you can expand and have plants with you wherever you go. Yasmin wanted this to protect the balsam tree, regardless of where they went, and hopes that it can help preserve this powerful plant.
You tinker with it. You've been working on it all night. Yesterday it bloomed, and today you can prove that you can be part of something bigger. And that is precisely when the grave fog hits. You see, although the window was closed, although the door was closed, all it takes is a small crack. All it takes is the space that's underneath the door for this gray mist to permeate and enter. It begins to fill everything with the smell of death. It's suffocating. It tastes like ash in your mouth. And this cascade of dust, as if it all immediately filled up, as if the home is already abandoned. As soon as you begin to realize is this the grave fog? Is this what Dad mentioned? That is when you hear your sister screaming outside.
No. Is this what Dad talked about? Oh my... Zahra? Oh no, she's outside. Yasmin scrambles, she grabs the terrarium, throws it in her pocket, tries to run outside. She can barely see where the door is. She scrambles, and she just about reaches the door to the farm, trying to find Zahra. She can hear her voice in the distance, but she can't easily tell where she is. Zahra, she calls out.
You head outside, and Yasmin, when you go outside, you actually are able to look around. The gray mist is thick and heavy, and it covers everything. But you can see all around you. You can make out a figure of your sister, not too far in the distance. She's there standing. Actually, no, she was not standing. She buckled down to her knees. In this moment, as the both of you, fully aware of what the grave fog is, whether you wanted to listen or not, but seeing your home in this state, for reasons that I'll describe further. Yasmin, you will take 1 stress, and Zahra, you will take 2. Yasmin, you're able to see Zahra.
I rush towards her. I come down to the ground. Zahra, are you okay? What's going on?
As she looks up at you, her face is covered in ash, and there are tear streaks down her eyes, and you're not sure at this moment if she is sobbing, or if she's crying, or if there's just whatever is happening. And all she can get out is, "I can't see you. I can't see.
I really can't see.
I cannot see you." She puts her hands on your face. She's just trying to gather. That's actually you. "I can't see you."
Yasmin holds Zahra. It's okay. It's okay. We're we're here. I'm here. Um, is this the great fog that Dad was talking about?
I think it is. I think it is. Um, I pull her down to the ground with me, and we sit together. I think I feel you shaking. Are you shaking?
I'm scared. I don't know
Okay.
what to do.
Listen, I know this is hard, but I need you to be my eyes right now. Okay?
Okay.
We're little. We're playing I Spy.
Yeah,
Tell me what you see. I cannot see. I need to help us, but you need to see for me.
I see gray. I see gray fog all over the farm. I can barely see the farmhouse. Everything just looks so gray.
I'm assuming we're at the door of the greenhouse. Look inside. Is it? Are we inside the greenhouse or at the door?
No, you're outside.
Okay. Go inside. Is it alive?
Okay. Do you want to? Do we go together?
Yeah. I'll get up and give you my hand because I need the guidance to walk.
Yasmin holds Sahra's hand and guides her towards the farmhouse. They enter. Okay, all right. She rushes to check on the tree. It looks all right. I think it's okay. Wait, I have the terrarium. Hold on.
Before you do anything, GM, do I know if there's any danger of us staying here any longer for a few minutes to do this, or do we need to leave at this very moment? Like, is there danger? Am I endangering my sister by staying here?
I think it's time to ask for the first roll of the game.
Okay.
So, give me an instinct roll.
Okay. Let's do instinct. That is a 18 with fear.
Okay. So, this roll will tell you not only is it safe to stay here, but also a bit of an understanding of how the gray fog works. What you know is that the gray fog's effects will continue, and they will continue to spread, whether here or elsewhere, and trying to evade it, trying to avoid it, whether being indoors or otherwise, it's all the same. You do know enough to realize that perhaps you can use other means to minimize effect on your breathing. However, the realization that it's inescapable does add a stress.
Okay. I think we should be good. I get on the ground again. I can't see it. You need to do this. I'll help you, or I don't know. Maybe we can try to walk me through it because you need to be my eyes right now.
Yeah.
Listen, I trust you, but do you want me to do this?
We can do it together. So I spent all night tinkering it, and it can absorb a plant and have it transport directly. So here, hold the crystal, and I hand Zahra the crystal.
As we're doing this, because I have my own doubts, Zahra has been speaking to the tree almost every day for the past, for however long has she's been taking care of the tree. The tree has never responded, and it did when it bloomed. There's this fear that even though you can see the bloom, that it already died. We just haven't known. We just don't know yet. So I will try nature's tongue and try to speak to the tree again.
Okay.
Which I will do that in a second. There we go. I'm not gonna spend the hope for the bonus. I'm just gonna do it as is.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll it as is. It's almost a crit, but it's not.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a 14.
It's a 14, a success, and you gain a hope.
Yes.
You spoke to the tree, and you heard it speak with this bright innocence yesterday. Childlike. Not at all what you would expect a mythical tree to speak like. But then again, what would one expect? So now, as you speak to it again, what do you say?
Almost like talking to a baby, making sure they're okay after they have taken a tumble, taken a fall. Hey, are you okay? I know today hasn't been the best day, but I need you to stay with me. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I don't like this. Can you make it stop?
Okay, okay. Does it feel like the soil itself is affected by the gray fog?
With your using your previous high enough instinct roll, you know that the gray fog will affect the soil, but not instantly, not immediately.
Okay.
The soil now is okay, but the soil tomorrow may not be.
It's alive. We can move it.
Okay, perfect. Hold on. Yasmin powers the crystal terrarium, and they both aim it at the tree.
Whatever role you're gonna do, I'm gonna use help an ally.
Yes.
I don't know what role we're gonna need. We're gonna help an ally.
I didn't even decide that you're rolling.
I don't care.
Well, I don't know if I'm going to disappoint you, but there's no roll here.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
So you can role play out securing the tree, and you do feel like this was a successful transportation of moving it into the invention. You had spent all of this time trying to bring this tree to bloom. And Yasmin, you've spent months, if not maybe years, of your very young life trying to create this contraption, and you finally begged your father just yesterday to spare some money to get the last part. So no, there's no roll required.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so we'll just point it like this, and it'll start absorbing the tree, and this ray, like this purple colored ray, comes out of the crystal, shines at the tree, and you see it starting to fade as it transports into the portable terrarium. Okay.
Okay.
We did it. It's here. Oh my god, it's here.
Hey, look at me. I'm so proud of you right now.
Thanks.
Okay. But I know out of both of us, I've been the one to take care of you. You're gonna have to do more. I'll always keep you safe, but we need to get out of here. And I cannot help us without you.
Yeah,
Help me.
I know. Where's Dad? We need to check on him. Wait, let me get my far speaker. Should we? Wait.
I can't use mine. I tried to get to you.
All right, let me call that. Zahra tries to call her dad.
You take out your far speaker, and it is a this very slim portable slab of technology with bronze inlay and similar blue energy that is associated with mana, similar to what the balsam tree can bloom into. And the far speaker is capable of calling your father, which is what you are hoping to do. You can call him and hear his voice, or even see him and see where he is. But as you navigate to reach out, you realize you won't be able to perform anything. The mana network is down.
It's not working. I'm not getting a signal.
What do you mean? What do you mean it's not working?
The mana network is down. We can't call Dad.
Don't we live next to a tower?
Right. Yeah, we do. We're gonna have to go there.
Okay. Get me off the ground. Let's go.
Okay, come
on.
Zahra?
We'll try to find a horse and carriage that's probably left in the farm somewhere.
Yeah. Your father didn't sell off the horses because he did need to have easy transportation to and from the city. Zahra, your eyesight, it's not permanently gone. Realization does come to you that your eyesight will return. Not entirely. You're not sure if it will entirely come back, but at least a part of it. You're not blinded forever, but maybe you've lost an eye. You're still not sure on that yet. I leave it at your discretion, Huda, when partial of your eyesight returns. For now. You ride onto the carriage and you make it quickly towards Dulaijan.
Would we have an idea where he would have gone in the morning? Like where would we go in the city to meet up with him?
You would know that he would be going to finish up the paperwork. He wanted to secure passage for the rest of you using the teleportation. And it just so happened that your paperwork had an issue. So he'd be at the teleportation station. However, you don't know if he finished. You don't know if he left. You do not know if he is as affected as you are, or worse.
We're on a carriage, I guess, with a horse, and we're heading toward the city proper.
Yes.
As fast as we can. Does it look like chaos? Like, are we heading into chaos? Well, I can't see.
It's actually very painfully gray. Dima, your character can see the amount of gray is just disconcerting. It's just tiring. You can hear people call out for each other. But it's not chaos, not in that sense. It's quiet. A little bit too quiet. You make it towards the city gates. And within the city gates, you begin to see commotion and hear commotion. You can see that there is a Mana Guardian, except this part is more unusual. The Mana Guardian is actually engaged in a fight with people. These guardians have always been there to protect. You've even actually played with this very guardian. The guardian has functions such as offering guidance for those lost and for people visiting the city. The guardian is capable of playing fetch. So why is it attacking? And it doesn't take long for you to see who is attacking it back. You can see Uncle Adam, the shopkeeper. He sold the parts to you yesterday. The parts that you used to create the safety in which you're transporting the plant. And he seems to be holding a child to keep them protected. That's what you see upon arrival.
Zara, Uncle Adam's here, and wait, it looks like they're being attacked by a mana guardian. And wait, we get off the carriage to
I think, yeah, we do. We get off
get a
the carriage.
closer look.
You get off the carriage, you get a closer look, and as you're walking towards them, it doesn't take longer than a glance for you, Yasmin, to see where the mana node is, the mana node that you would have used to make any quick fix to the mana network. The node's totaled. You can't fix it from here. You do have to get to the network, but you continue on, and you can see Uncle Adam completely fell the mana guardian. He didn't do this alone. But the person or people that have helped him, they can no longer speak to tell you what occurred. Would Uncle Adam see you at this point? Uncle Adam is a halfling man, sturdy, retired. He moved to the city so that he could help his daughter as she finishes her studies. He turns as he hears the commotion of the carriage and your approach. And he looks at both of you. Zahra, Yasmin, what are you doing here? You shouldn't be here.
Our father is not at the farm when it hit, when the Great Fog hit. We don't know where he is. Have you seen him?
No, I have not, but I can look for him. You must stay safe. He wouldn't want anything to happen to you.
But we need to talk to him. We need to find him. What happened here?
Well, you already know. I don't know the Grave Fog, but the Mana Guardians, I don't know why. They've gone rogue. I don't want you to see what happened to the city.
I can't see.
As if this is reassuring me.
It's not, but I can't see.
We can't access our far speakers. I need to get to the network tower.
Does anyone know if the teleportation circles or whatever the teleportation devices, are they still on? Are they also down?
I have not been there. I've been trying to help whoever is stuck out here. Look, everything is telling me to stop you. But if I were in your place, I wouldn't listen.
Good.
So, I'm going to let you go. Don't get sassy with me right now.
I'm blind.
You keep saying this as if I'm meant to relax. What I'm trying to say is, whatever happens, you're free to come stay with me immediately if you need the space. And I will come find you personally within an hour if you're not here.
Are you safe?
Yes.
Okay. Because I can't see, this is me asking him, does it look like the Mana Guardians are being controlled, or have is something off with their whatever they're wearing that might give us a clue that what have happened when the Great Fog hit that made them be mind controlled or something?
They don't have minds in that way.
Okay.
But you don't have to ask Uncle Adam for this. Your sister, trained and has worked with the Mana Guardians and the Mana Network. And what you know, Yasmin, is that override mechanisms exist, but not like this. Nothing like this.
I've never seen anything like this before. I don't know what's caused them to just turn on people like that.
Do you think
Can I-
fixing the Mana Network would stop this?
Maybe. We can try. Can I examine the Meta Guardian?
You can. I will take a knowledge check.
Okay.
Okay. As trepidation and worry fills you, you find yourself frozen, staring over a Mana Guardian that is covered in blood of people you knew. At the moment, there's nothing further that you can learn.
I don't know what's going on, Zahra.
Okay.
But you can move further into the city. Uncle Adam bids you farewell. He gives you another short, quick lecture. A general one, as he is panicked, his voice cracked. You know where his house is. He makes sure that you do. He gives you the best of wishes and asks that you at least not do anything too stupid.
We'll try.
And you make your way into the city. You enter the city center, and it's as if the gray fog here is far worse. It's almost as if it actually originated from here, perhaps, and then made its way towards your farm. And as you enter the city, you can't help but recall the last time you were here, all the times you came here growing up. I am going to request that you begin to recall a better time before the gray fog.
I remember when we were here last... Just yesterday?
Yesterday, yeah.
When... Oh my god. We bought... We somehow convinced Dad to give us the money. We bought the energy crystal from Uncle Adam.
Yeah, it was a beautiful day. We set our mom off. Said goodbye to our sisters.
And we had cookies with the extra money because Uncle Adam gave us a discount. It was nice to hang out. Like, all three of us, we rarely get to do that. It was special.
Even though this was seconds, recalling the memory, especially, even though you can't fully see, Zahra, the vivid memory is there. You don't need to be able to see to know that your memory is not going to happen again, not with the gray fog, and only both of you each to mark one stress. Unfortunately, the reality today is not at all like the memory of walking with your dad and getting cookies. The silent walk, it's not silent due to a lack of noise, it's silent due to a lack of being able to take any action as you walk through streets with people that are crying for help, calling for each other, checking in on their loved ones, asking everyone else if the far speaker works, trying to find a network some way. Everyone's priority now is similar to yours, being able to contact loved ones. you do make it to the Arcane Network Tower. And what the scene there is not any more reassuring. The scene there, unfortunately, is much like the entrance. At the entrance, there was a Mana Guardian, and there was blood. This was the same. There is a Mana Guardian perched up above a tree. It's bird of prey-like creatures, which usually were actually just beautiful and enthralling. At the moment, the scan, as it looks around, is predatory. You're still at your entrance, hidden at the moment. But the Mana Guardian is there, and it will notice you. What do you do?
Can I see the Mana Guardian from where I am?
Yes, you can.
Okay, okay, we're here, but, Zara, there's a Mana Guardian. I see him. He's a bit far, but there's blood all around him.
Okay. Do you see a way in?
I mean, yes, but he's right next to the tower.
That's fine. But do you see a way in?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna transform, use my beast form, go into my agile scout form, which is going to be the spider. I am going to do that with evolution, which means I don't take my stress points. I'm going to spend all my free hope to transform without marking a stress, and I'm going to use a trait to, add a +1 to any of my traits. In this case, I'm going to add a +1 to my agility, which I get another +1 from the beast form as well. So that makes +2 to my agility. You see her transform into a little orange tarantula, and it's funny because she was not able to see, but in her beast form, she can see everything in grayscale. It's not as clear as it usually would be, but it's in grayscale. She can see. She talks to you. I need you to guide me.
Oh,
Do you have
okay.
Do the thing where you can talk to me.
Okay. I can use telepathy.
Yeah.
Okay. I spend a hope to use telepathy to stay in contact with the.
Okay. You have telepathy active. The Mana Guardian is there. If you are able to sneak past it, you just need to sneak past it, you'll make it to the tower.
Okay. I'll do that, and she can. I'll try to maybe find another route. It's like a back door or something that's not in direct line of danger, just to protect my sister. But I'll try to do it alone. I'll try to sneak out alone.
Okay. So there are multiple paths that you can take. The quickest is to immediately walk straight, even though that brings you closest up to the Mana Guardian. A longer path is to walk around. If you were to go around the smaller building, you'll be able to make it all the way to the actual tower.
Okay.
How much further is the way around?
It is within. From you, if you go all the way around, then it is going to take at least 2 movements of going beyond your regular range into very far. If you go straight up ahead, it is just going to be 1 round of very far. just to showcase the full map so that it is clearer. You can see, even from this distance, what is exactly wrong with the mana network tower. One of these cones that are typically covered with a protective casing, a shell made out of metal, usually they are open to be able to absorb the mana from the very air that you breathe, from the very nature, because mana here is a concentration of the location. It is already obscured by something, as if perhaps it's been damaged, perhaps something is on it. You can't tell, but it looks as if in some fashion it is sealed. And that's what you need to fix. If you go straight next to the Mana Guardian, you get there in one move. But around, far safer, but you'll need 2 moves.
We'll go with the safe option. We'll do the 2 moves. Safe option.
Okay. So with that, because you are going beyond your typical means of movement as a focus of going beyond your close range, I'm going to need an agility roll. This will all in one also be your attempt to stay hidden. I'm not going to have you roll for both.
Okay.
Part of the difficulty of this movement isn't just going beyond your usual speed, but also doing so quietly.
Okay. I get 2 to my 2, so
You can both roll if you're both attempting this.
18 with hope.
18 with hope will make it. So you're able to get it the first round. You just need one more. One more, and you'll be there. At the moment, you would be about here. Oh, I moved the wrong token.
Yeah, I was just.
Are you moving?
I'm moving. I don't know if she is.
Should I stay? Are you doing this alone?
I was trying to find a way for you to go in without being in danger's way, but maybe follow me and I'll create distraction if things go bad.
Yeah, I'll come with you.
Okay. Give me the agility roll.
Okay.
With an 8, with hope, you go in not wanting to let your sister do this. You're not sure if she can see so well. She seems like she's far better able to move about and function. She clearly was able to move and reach a direction. So perhaps in the beast form she can. But in the focus on your sister, instead, you weren't quiet enough. Or you weren't fast enough, you don't know. And you can see that the Mana Guardian has locked with you. Would you like to do anything?
I've worked with this Mana Guardian before. I've talked to it. I've played fetch with it. It should remember me. It should remember me. Can I speak to it?
You can certainly try to. I'm going to say that you can use your knowledge roll for this and add your engineer experience. Okay. A 14 with hope. Your engineer experience came in handy. You've worked with this guardian. You know that the guardians are able to recognize. That's part of why none of this makes any sense. You know that they can even log up to thousands of people each. It locks eyes with you. It's usual, let's say, eyes that look like a carving, because it was never meant to resemble anything real. Right now, they're bright as if they are full with this malicious magic. But you can see it flicker. It has recognized you. And it did this thing where it was programmed to look a bit more like a friendly animal, where for a second there it cocked its head sideways, much like an owl would. What do you do?
We're not here to hurt you. Please, I need to get to the network. We need, the network is down. We can't talk to anyone.
Mana Guardian understood you. And after a couple of seconds that felt like minutes of you catching your breath, you noticed that it's just dismissed you and continued scanning.
Okay. I run towards
Keep running.
I'm sweating
with
in my eyes.
With this, since the Mana Guardian does not see you actively as a potential threat, and also I have no idea what it would see about potentially like a spider. What did you look like? So
I'm an orange spider. I'm an orange tarantula.
you're certainly strange as an orange tarantula, but not enough for the Mana Guardian to clock as anything. So you're able to continue and walk free towards the tower.
Okay.
Okay, you won't believe what just happened.
Let's not stay outside. Run.
Okay. It
You run
recognized me.
towards the tower. I'd like to note that the reason why it's an orange tarantula is because Zahra is an orange Qatari. So please keep that in mind as we play.
Yes.
So you make it to the north, reaching and seeing the towers themselves. There is one grand tower entrance to the building, which just contains offices. And what you're really looking for is those giant nodes that have a protective layer. That protective layer is mainly there to reserve energy. It's not meant to be closed that much, only during maintenance. The others, while not perfectly opened, they're functioning just fine. But this one is entirely and completely closed. You're gonna have to climb it.
Okay. We're gonna have to climb in.
I
There's
can
no-
climb it. I'm a spider. I can go inside it.
I know. I'm not the best at stuff like that.
Can she walk me through? Okay, what do you need to do?
Okay, so one of the nodes is blocked. We're gonna have to come in from the inside and try to put it back together. There's also a central power node that pushes mana through all the cones. We need to make sure that one's okay too. I'm not sure if it is, but that should be able to fix it.
You know how I always called you a spider when you tinker?
Yeah, you said I look like I have
Yeah. Now I'm an actual spider. I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna describe what I see. You're gonna have to walk me through it. This goes both ways.
Okay, I think wait, take this. I give her some of my tools just in case.
For the visual, it's an orange spider holding tools.
Put one in but some of the back legs. Just make sure you have enough. Okay. Okay, you're good. You're good.
So, you have the tools, you have the telepathy network. You do, as a spider, you're able to make it inside. Now, this is going to be a singular role that will bring back connectivity to your entire home city. This singular role will allow you and all of the loved ones, all of the fellow citizens to be able to find out where their nearest and dearest are.
Okay.
So I recommend
Yes.
giving it
Can
your
I-
all.
Can I help? Help an ally, please.
I wonder.
You can
Should we
use whatever abilities are at your disposal.
That's what I'm saying. Should we tag team this instead of doing the help an ally? No, but the thing is, I don't have enough hope to spend for that. I only have.
I only
one
have
hope.
2 hope. Yeah.
Yeah, I only have one. Should we do a group? No, I don't think a group would make sense here.
You know, part of the rules of Daggerheart is that if you wish to use a stress to make up for any other resources you might be missing, you can.
Is it 1 for 1?
So, whichever one of you has at least 2 hope, you can spend just 1 additional stress so that you can initiate a tag team roll if you wish. You do not have to. You can use whatever means you wish. I'm only reminding you that with Daggerheart, you can get flexible in how you wish to sacrifice certain elements.
I think you should. Because I only have 1 hope, and I'm pretty stressed already, as a player and as a character.
So, help an ally. I could also use. We could also do dedicated.
Can use dedicated here.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I'll need you to role play this out.
Okay. Listen, what we're doing here is trying to help everyone, bring everyone back online. It's for good. It's for everyone. It's for the community. What did that say?
We are the leaves of one tree and the waves of one sea.
Okay.
We can do this.
We can do this. We'll do this. And we'll use dedicated. Does it matter which one of us rolls in this instance? Or do I have to roll because I'm inside the thing?
It'll have to be you.
Okay.
So this would mean that you would have spent dedicated in case needed. The character still has it, the ability to use it.
Okay. Cool. What do I need to roll for this?
Okay. So what do you need to roll to be a spider running basically tech assistance on an entire mana network? Gee, I did not prepare that.
I don't know.
Okay. So I'm gonna say, I think you'll use finesse for this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, no finesse is bad. So I need to switch out my dice, right?
Yeah, you have to swap your hope die with a d20. And if you want to add anything else as well, I'm not sure if that's available to you, you may.
Give me 1 moment. So this is the dual. Here. Okay. We're gonna remove this to a d20. There is nothing I can add, I think, for finesse. I only get bonuses to agility and other things, and evasion. So that's all I have. Okay, let's roll. Wait, what's happening? It should work. It's working. It actually hurts me. It hurts my soul.
Okay, Dima.
Yeah.
I will allow you to use not this time if you spend 3 hope or 2 hope and 1 stress. I know it works on adversaries, but I'm gonna count this event as an adversary.
Please. Okay. Right. Not this time. Not this time. I'll spend I could spend 2 hope and 1 stress.
Go for it.
Okay.
Now, essentially, not this time will allow you to re-roll. I'm gonna say you can re-roll the d20.
If I get a natural one, I'm gonna rage quit.
No. I have hope. I have hope in the dice. Yes! We're saved. We're saved. Oh my god.
The roller coaster of emotions I just went through.
Oh my. Oh my. Okay.
And because I happened to look at chat at the right time, the web developer that is currently inside the Mana Network as an orange tarantula. Your first attempt did not go well. In sheer frustration, you accidentally shot out this mass tangle of webbing that you put all over yourself in that same process, and you thought for a second you lost your vision. In that, you heard the hum of it working again. Unfortunately, you are blinded by the sheer amount of webbing that somehow literally fixed it like tape. You can't see this, but you can. Yasmin, it opens up. It all is now back in place. You see it hum, you see it open, you see the node now light up. And at this same second, which one of you does not have their far speaker on silent?
I don't think I do because I was not able to use it.
Okay, so.
But also, I'm a spider. Hold on, I'm a spider. And
I prepared for this. I actually prepared for this one. I actually prepared for this one. So, Huda, Zahra is covered in her own webbing, cannot see, does not know that this worked, but now you know it does because you feel your far speaker vibrate. You have access to kind of fishing it out as you can use your devices, essentially just like how the tool belt was on you, the far speaker was strapped on you in some strange manner. It's now ringing. You can't see who because you're covered in webbing.
I'm just laughing at the visual of a spider trying to answer a phone. I attempt to, but
you're able to get out of the network that you fixed with just sheer luck and webbing. You don't know this happened, Yasmin. You think your sister just followed your instructions. You meet up together, and you can see that there's an image of the caller, and it is your mother.
It's Mom. Mom's calling. Answer. Answer.
I'm a spider.
Okay.
You have hands.
Okay, fine. I take the bar speaker off of Zahra and I put it on. Hello? And I put our mom on speaker so we can hear her.
You answer your mother, and immediately you can hear her way before you can even see her, as she is immediately crying out, Zahra, Yasmin, what is happening? No one's answering. I heard the news. Why aren't you answering me? You better be okay. What is wrong?
Wait, where?
Hold on, spiders can speak, yes. We're fine. I think we're fine. We're trying to find Dad. We lost Dad.
Okay. I can hear you both. I'm not going to ask why you're a spider. I'm just happy that you're okay. If you are gonna stay a spider now as part of your comfort with dealing with this, that's okay, honey. Okay? I'm just happy that you're both all right. And why isn't your dad answering? Why aren't you with your dad? Why aren't you home? What are you doing? This is the time to stay home.
The network was down. We came to fix it. We couldn't reach him.
Mom, the gray fog hit the farm. We had to leave, and Dad was not home. We're trying to find him.
Okay. One problem at a time. Girls, go find your father and call me immediately.
If the network's back and you were able to get in touch with us, maybe you can get in touch with him. We'll try to do that.
This is where I'm going to leave it up to the players. Are there missed calls from your father?
I don't think there are.
He hasn't been answering. I've tried. But I'll try calling him. But if we both call him... Okay, we're both going to call him. Don't die. Stay safe. And just... You better call me back. And she hangs up.
Okay. Okay, love you. Bye.
Okay.
Let's call Dad.
Yeah.
She dials to her dad.
Okay. You dial your father. Will he answer?
Why isn't he answering? Oh my god.
Okay. Can we track his phone? His far device, far speaker. He had it on him.
Yeah. Wait. Let me see if I could track him.
Is this something you can do?
Yeah. I could try. She tries to track his location.
As you try to track his location, scrambling and worry, there is joy and there is sadness in this very minute. You didn't have a chance to see it, to experience it, but it's in the backdrop around you, whether you are ready to notice what you have done and the good that you have brought. Everyone is right now on the far speakers contacting their family. Everyone is right now. There are tears of joy and there are tears of worry. And you hear people that have now reconnected because you fixed the network. You don't know what else happened with the network fixing, but you know that you were the silent heroes that no one knew was coming. But maybe maybe you couldn't examine that, as right now you're thinking about your father. But as you think about your father, as you think about your mother, it's as if the gray fog knows that this is a moment of happiness. It's as if it's aware that this is something good to perhaps tarnish. And this ashen miasma begins to cover everything once again. I'm going to need you both to make strength rolls.
Strength?
Yes.
Okay.
As you attempt to fight off this grave fog sickness that wants to enter your very bloodstream.
Almost a crit. That's not.
So, Yasmin, you have succeeded and you will only take half the damage, which is the 17 that's rolled. However, Zahra, you did not. Both of you in this moment can think nothing but the negative thoughts. Why isn't he answering? Why is this gray fog even happening? And you cough as this taste of death just covers you. And please account for the damage correctly. For you, Zahra, as you will take full damage, that you are going to take severe damage unless you spend any abilities to lower it.
I will spend an armor to lower it to major.
And Yasmin,
Yes.
that will fall within major damage unless you choose to spend anything to lower it.
Okay. I'll mark 2 HP for major damage.
Okay. You are able to work through your phone and find a way to get the signal of where your father is. Your father doesn't really know how well to use his phone, but he knows to keep it on him at all times. And the signal is coming towards the teleportation station, just outside of it, not inside of it, just outside the teleportation station.
He's near the teleportation station, like just on the outside.
It's probably not smart to do this, but I'll do it anyway. I'm going to pop out of my spider form, and I'm going to switch to the pack predator form, which is going to be the wolf. Again, giant orange wolf. And just for the sake of it, I'm going to put you on my back, and I'm going to try to smell him, like almost like a hound tracking, as I'm heading in that direction.
All right. I'll take an instinct check, and
Okay.
you do have advantage as a pack predator.
I do.
So make sure to add the advantage.
Yeah. Let's add.
An 18 with hope. And hope is exactly what you needed in this moment. As you sprint towards where you can smell the scent of where your father was, you're guided by both the location that your sister was able to estimate using the feature of functions with a far speaker, and adding in, honing it with your ability to smell him out. You do find him. But what exactly would you find?
think he's probably at the very base of the stairs. Does not seem to be responsive. Not sure if he's alive or not.
Is he on the ground?
Just at the base of the stairs, just has fallen, but it's unclear what his actual state is. He could be unconscious, he could be dead. We're not sure. But as I'm running that way, I start to slow down and approach carefully.
You approach the figure that you know is your father. His gray fur and usually glorious black mane, sharp green eyes, joyful smile. The last part is not what you see right now, as he is slumped, hunkered at the base of the stairs, just outside the teleportation station. As you approach, is he responsive to you?
Dad? She gets off of Zahra's wolf form as they get closer to him. I start calling out for him.
I don't
Dad?
think he was responsive.
Dad? She tries to hold his paws, tries to shake him, tries to see if she can get any response out of him.
Zahra pops out of the wolf form. And is there a check that I can do to know?
You can perform an instinct check, and you can add your healer experience.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say. Okay. Instinct. Critical.
Fantastic. With this, you would know exactly what would have befallen him, and I leave it up to you to explain if he is well or not. If he is well, or if he is gone, and I'll describe what you know.
I think he is unconscious, very severely ill from the gray fog. He's on the verge of death, but barely holding on.
With the critical success, don't forget,
Yeah,
not only do you feel this wave of stress release, but you also feel a sense of clarity. As you look at your father, as you examine him, he must have had a very high dose concentrated of the gray fog filling his very lungs, enough to make him lose consciousness momentarily. There could be other side effects that occur, but for now, you know that he is alive, just unconscious. You also know with a critical what is required to wake him.
Help me pull him away. Help me. Come on.
Okay.
Let's get him somewhere safe.
All right. We lift him up. Try to move him to a safer spot.
Okay. Again, I just
safest spot.
I can't see. Yeah, I can't see. So you're guiding me. I'm back in my form, Qatari form.
Yeah, the safest spot would be going inside the teleportation station, just because there it might have less noise. It might have overall less of being immediately exposed to as much gray fog. You go inside and it is as splendid as ever. It's dark. but it
Yeah.
is still the same effect of what you remember. The teleportation station itself has these daises that have hovering globes above them with rings. And the way that anyone would teleport through them is to have the right coordinates of an approved attachment on them, usually a bracelet, inscribed with the approved coordinates of where to go. You bring your father inside. He's still passed out. You put him safely on the side. He is carrying something. He's carrying paperwork, but he could, and I leave this up to you, he could be carrying more. Was he able to secure the correction to let all three of you travel? Meaning he has the appropriate circlets that are approved from both sides to be able to teleport into the city where your mother and younger siblings are? Or was he not able to get them?
I think he was.
Yeah.
You lay him, and before you're able to focus on waking him up, you can see that he was successful. The paperwork is not what matters. You can see that there's 3 circlets, all correctly inscribed. You can't teleport without this. Teleportation being easy, accessible is a lie. It takes so much effort to be able to get to the other side. The other side has to agree. But he did it. There's this moment of a bit of rage because this should have been fine. You should have traveled with your mom yesterday, and if you had, you wouldn't have experienced any of this. But at the moment, you know that you can leave, and you know that you can wake him.
In a quiet corner, we're listening. Take out the terrarium.
Yeah, okay. She scrambles for the terrarium, holds it.
This will destroy the tree.
What do you mean?
I hate to do this. I hate to make this choice. But the bud, the sap around the bud, could be. There's a chance it doesn't even work, but there is. I don't know if anything else can bring him back.
You can't heal him? You can heal, right?
I'll try healing first. Yeah, I'll try healing. I'll try my normal healing.
You try healing, but you already know. You know that the unconsciousness that he is experiencing isn't a simple loss of minor breathing or loss of anything. It's far more. You can tell that potentially he's been the method in which he was unconscious would render him unable to wake from simple healing, but you try it. Not for you, for your sister.
Yeah, because I know. Take out the tree.
Okay. Yasmin activates the terrarium, and what is a small crystal expands into a large square glass greenhouse that you can walk into.
The greenhouse expands, taking up a considerable chunk of the station. A few people look, but everyone's far too preoccupied. And within it is this small, budding, white tree. This tree that was believed to once be extinct. It looks gnarled. It doesn't look like it has life in it, but there is a blue flower. But when you look closer, it's not a flower at all. It's as if it is hardened crystal, and it is brimming with life, as if the crystal itself has a beating heart.
Before we do anything, I sit down in front of the tree and I use Nature's Tongue again. Um, that's I rolled for it. I still want to do that. Hi. Hi, my friend.
Hi.
Hi.
It's better here.
I know it is. I'm gonna need you to help me with something. I need to bring someone back for me. I don't know.
I'm happy to help.
I don't know if I'm gonna see you again.
Of course you'll see me. Don't be silly.
I don't know what this will do to you.
I won't do anything. I'll be fine. I'm happy to help.
As awkward as it is, she's trying to hug the tree. But
The tree understands the sentiment, and even though it doesn't move or sway in that way, but you feel that energy from it. You can understand. You know that trees can enjoy music. You know that they enjoy soothing talk. This is no different.
she takes out a pair of shears from her pocket, from her apron. She doesn't know what will happen if she cuts off that bud or that branch. Would it kill the entire tree? I have no idea. But as she does this, she's holding an amulet on her chest, which is actually a locket that holds the last seed of the same tree that has been the tree that we have seen throughout this game has been the ninth attempt by the family, and it took a century for it to grow. Even if we don't, even if I don't see you now, I'll see you again. It's not goodbye. It's not forever.
Don't be so silly. There's no goodbyes. I'm here. I'm always here. I was here yesterday, and I was here yesterday. Yeah, I was only here yesterday. But I'll be here tomorrow.
This is not gonna hurt. I'll promise.
Okay. Okay.
And I do whatever I need to do. I don't know what role I need to do. Again, I'm trying to just feel my way around for that bud and try to snip it, and then.
Okay. So, this is going to be an instinct roll, and you can add your green thumb ability. You can use whatever is at your disposal, as well as you are aware that it would be very difficult. This tree is so young. The crystal that came from it, the mana, the balsam crystal, it's so small. You'll need all of it. But maybe, if you do it just right, you can preserve its life. Maybe.
I don't know if I already spent my my D20 roll, which is dedication. I can't do that again. I'm gonna ask for Yasmin to help me. So, do you? I'm assuming yes.
I can use reassurance to help you reroll, or do you want me to do dedicated?
Uh,
You can do both.
Can we do both?
I will allow it.
Okay, let's do dedicated first.
So just as a note, the way a reassurance is worded is that you would use it before you know the consequences of the action.
Okay. So what does reassurance do again?
You can attempt an action when an ally attempts an action, and before the consequences are there. you can reroll. So essentially, Yasmin would help you to take another chance. So how it'll play out is you can do dedicated first. Before I describe anything, you can then do reassurance.
Okay. Then we'll do that. And this is instinct?
Mm-hmm.
It's a D20. You're spending dedicated.
However,
Yes.
if you're spending dedicated,
Yeah, because I don't think I can re-roll the D20.
you know what? How we're going to do this, because I love the narrative of each of the sisters actually doing the other specialty. You fix the mana network when you have no business fixing networks. And here we have the wizard engineer attempting to harvest a plant. So we will do it. And Dima, you'll be rolling. However, I'll take it as a way of Huda's guidance, that you can add the +2 from Green Thumb.
And I'll also give her help an ally. I'll give you a D6 advantage.
Then no need for the +2 from Green Thumb. You can just have the help an ally.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll add a d6 and I'll roll for instinct.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, that will not do it.
It's so painful.
Can we use
So-
reassurance?
Hold on.
Yes. Okay.
Was she not supposed to do the dedicated roll?
Yes, you were supposed to use dedicated.
Oh,
Yeah.
Just use,
Oh, okay.
just roll the d20,
Should I?
and I'll need you to role play it out.
Okay. Just a d20, or should I redo that roll?
Just the d20.
Okay, let's go. No way.
Okay, role play it.
Oh my god. So I assume she's trying to cut off the bud off the tree. So
Yes.
her hands are so sweaty. She's shaking like a leaf. And somehow, while her hand was shaking, it slipped and it cut at just the right angle. And it was about to drop on the floor and she snatched it.
So in both cases,
What's happening?
in both, you have done wonders with sheer accidents. You managed to cut in a way where you freaked out. You panicked. You really thought that, oh my gosh, I butchered the tree. But then, before any of you can even pause to examine, Zahra, you just hear, "Owie! That wasn't very nice."
Okay. It's alive. Okay. Did you get it?
I'm alive. I was here since yesterday. That's forever.
Okay. You'll be here tomorrow. Okay, that's good. Put it back in the tray.
Okay. All right. I have the bud.
Give it to me.
I had it too. Yeah.
What can I do with my healer experience to figure out what to do with this?
So, you actually know what to do. You don't need to roll for this. And I think you need a break from rolling right now.
Yeah.
But no, this was never going to need a roll.
I think she takes.
You know how it works as an incense.
Yeah, she takes a little bud, and she looks at her sister, finish putting the tree in the terrarium and help me. She's gonna help prop up her dad, like across on a wall or something. And very close by, she's gonna ask you, do you have anything to match? Anything that produces fire? I need to burn this.
Yes. I will use prestidigitation.
Yes.
You got that.
And as she's slowly burning it in her hand, she's gonna use her I think it's called nature's, hold on, it's called wild touch, to kind of blow very subtle wind towards his face. She knows that he had inhaled a lot of the gray fog. She's trying to replace that with this blue smoke, and kind of like guiding it towards his mouth, his whatever. And this takes a moment. This takes a little bit of time. But as she's working it, there's a very faint blue glow on his face, on his body, and it's almost as if we're holding our breath as well. And then she hears it. There's a sharp inhale.
Oh, girls, you're here. You're okay. Girls, and the life comes back to your father. You see those warm green eyes come back as he just looks at you both. He holds himself up, renewed with strength after seeing you both. You don't know what his last thoughts were before he fell. You don't know what he was trying to do, but it's very evident now. They were all focused on trying to find you.
I think it's at that moment that Zahra starts crying, which she has been holding herself together this entire day. But it's that very moment when she feels like not the adult. She doesn't have to be the adult at this moment because her dad is here, and she breaks down crying. And it's not just like tears. She's fully sobbing. I thought I lost you. I thought I lost all of you. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do.
Hey, no. We're all here. And you see him, he goes to grab you both together. And then he looks for it. He's like, I got them. I got them. We can go be with your mom. I know. Zahra, I know you wanted to stay here. I know you never wanted to move.
No.
I know you love the animals, but we'll be together. And Yasmin, oh, you're going to love it there. They have the best. They have one of the best engineering institutes. We'll make home, and we'll be back here. It's temporary. We'll be back here.
Dad, I'm so glad you're okay. I was so scared.
I think at that moment that through a lot of tears, as her eyes well up and she's crying it out, part of her vision does come back, and she sees how scared her sister is, and she hugs you. For a moment, she goes, "You have done so much today, and I'm so proud of you."
You too. You fixed the network as a spider. That's insane.
Okay, I feel like I listen. There was a lot that happened today that I don't think I fully processed it, but I think we should leave.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you have girls? I don't know what any of you just said. Those sounds like things I need to hear later. I know we don't have our things, and I know we don't have the pots and the pans that your mom asked us to pack.
We don't need the pots and the pans.
I agree. I think I'm okay with facing the anger of losing pots and pans. I'll take that.
You're gonna have to also explain why you haven't answered her last 17 calls, but yeah, that's another thing.
Well, if we get there, I'll take all of that happily with a hug. And I'm so sorry I wasn't there. But you can see that he is struggling to maintain composure as he shifts between sheer joy that you're all okay. He hasn't noticed the details. He doesn't know that he nearly was lost in a way that was not death. He does not know yet that you've lost partial of your sight. But there is guilt in leaving you alone at the wrong moment. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
He takes each of your hands right after ruffling your ears, the way he did when you were much younger, when you were the same age as your baby twin brothers. And he puts on the circlet on each of you, bracelet on each of you. The inscriptions glow, and you walk up towards the teleportation with nothing on you except a miniature terrarium and each other.
We made it.
I think that at the very final moment, Zahra does look back at a place that was once warm and colorful and meant a lot to her, seeing it so gray and silent and I don't want to say destroyed, but it's lacking the life it once had. And there's this, even though her dad is saying that we'll come back one day, we'll come back to the home, we'll come back to the farm, she knows they won't. She knows the last time she'll see it. And she says a silent goodbye as she steps into the teleportation.
As you step in and you recall the memories, we'll go back to what is now more than 5 minutes ago. As I want you both to recall a memory in your home, whether inside or outside, for the last time.
I think I recall the last breakfast we had as a family together, with our mom making mountains of food for no reason. It's her way of handling her own stress. But it felt warm, it felt vibrant, it felt homey. It's a family. And knowing that I'll never be able to wake up in that cozy, warm house again. Not being able to go out to the farm and talk to the animals. The chickens were delightful. But all of that is gone.
Yasmin?
I remember sneaking through Zahra's garden, trying to take samples of the plants, constantly getting attacked by her little animal guardians protecting her plants, getting scratches all over. I remember that same day when my little twin brother, for the first time, showed interest in what I was doing, and instead of annoying me, he actually wanted to read something for the first time. And it was a great bonding moment, and it was so special in that house.
The last time you were here together was yesterday breakfast. So while we began the story by going just 5 minutes ago, here in this memory we go about more than 24 hours ago, when you shared your interests with your brother, when you were able to ask him to finally work with you because he kept begging. It's the very first time he wanted to do anything with you other than just mess with your things and destroy them. He's always simply wanted to destroy. This was the first time where he wanted to create with you. He looked up to you. There were these tears welling eyes of just happiness when you said, yes, I'll teach you. You promised that you'll teach him. And now as you walk into the teleportation and you make it towards the other city, you know that you are keeping this promise. And it is here where our story will end, as the family has managed to reunite despite all odds. There is no English word for Qahar. It doesn't translate well from Arabic. The dictionary says anger, but that's not it. It's when you take anger and you place it on a low simmer. You let it just keep simmering for so long, and you add in injustice. And then it fills your heart and it fills your lungs. And one day you're unable to breathe. Perhaps Yasmin and Zahra find hope with all the fear that they've experienced. Perhaps they get to return home, and perhaps they don't. But for now, this is where the tale ends. Thank you for joining us. Now, I want you to once again say goodbye to the wonderful players that helped me bring this tale to life. Dima, will you please reintroduce yourself as a goodbye?
I'm Dima Dulaijan. I played Yasmin As-Sayed. I am an actor, cosplayer, and streamer. And you can find me at The Only Double D across all socials.
Huda.
Hi, and I'm Huda. I played Zahra Sayad. Like I said, I'm 1/3 of Nerdiyat, which is a tabletop platform focused more on Arabic-themed fantasy. You can find us at Nerdiyat at all platforms.
And I was your game master for today, Safia Dulaijan. I am ever so delighted to have been part of GM Fest. And not only is this a representation of what we want to do with Nerdiyat, but I got to do it using tools I already love. I've used Alchemy for a while now. My first early days of learning to GM was to use a PowerPoint. And I much rather always use Alchemy as everything that it gives you is very fun. And I'm able to do this with comfort and much less panic than my usual because of things that I was able to practice with DM school, especially since I got to kind of delve in more on the make it up as you go and then over prep, and then make it up as you go again and over prep. So I'm ever so privileged to have been able to tell this story. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And thank you for your time. And now we'll return to our wonderful host, Amy Vorpahl.
Damn it. Oh man, did I just watch a movie? Was this Apple Plus or was this YouTube? Okay. Really great job, Safia. Holy cow. And thank you so much to your players. Thank you so much to Nerdiat, which encapsulates all three of you. What a great story. What a really, really fantastic way to use Daggerheart, use Alchemy, use Czepeku. So happy to have you on GM Fest and really exemplifying all the cool stuff that we can have at our fingertips on the internet. So y'all, we're streaming on Daggerheart's YouTube. We're streaming on Alchemy's YouTube. We're streaming on my Twitch, Vorpahl Sword, at Darrington Press. Well, Darrington Press is YouTube, not Daggerheart's YouTube, but come on, we know what we're talking about. And then at Alchemy RPG. We're going to run a giveaway is what's going to happen. Let's get that giveaway started. We're giving away core Daggerheart rulebooks, physical copies that you can hold in your hands, along with the core set, which does include the pretty cards. Am I going to do this again and not screw it up? Boy, I sure hope so. Do you see? Yay. Neato burrito. Yeah, so this is all coming to you if you win this giveaway. We're giving it away to 2 people. And before, I guess it has started, what you're going to do is write in Alchemy's YouTube or my Twitch. You're going to type !hope to enter. And while you're doing that, when you're entering, turn on your whispers, turn on your YouTube DMs, because we do need to get in touch with you to grab your name, shipping address, and email for ease of getting physical copies to you. Can't wait to see which one of you get those. Very, very cool. I do want to bring Safia back because I know we all have a lot of questions for her. The number one thing, I'm going to say hi to her, and then we're going to get Dan, our Alchemy representative. He has been running our entire streams. He's got the entire back end. He's got 3 monitors up, all during a thunderstorm in the middle of the country. So, okay. But yeah, he's a streamer extraordinaire. I've gotten to see some of his work earlier this morning. He sent me some links and I was like, whoa, you do the things that the people on this GM Fest community have been able to do are just magnificent. I can't believe I'm so blessed to work with this many talented folks. Anyway, I do want to have him on to ask some questions about alchemy, or at least just give some comments on his take on how alchemy was used, particularly in this stream. So let's bring on Safia. I'll say hi, and then Dan, I'll at one point ask you to kind of unmute and be a god mic for us. Hi, everyone say hi, Safia. And while you're there in the chat, please tell her everything that you loved that she did using in the game design, working with our players, some fun one-liners maybe that any of them said, and also how she used alchemy and Czepeku. Hi, Safia, how did that go for you?
It went, honestly, I'm still...
You blacked out,
recovering.
And I know that. Yeah,
yes.
I understand.
Like when the game finished, I just went like, that happened.
I literally, my therapist has been like, hey, Amy, like, is DMing, like, is that a good kind of dissociating? And I'm like, yeah, it's a net positive. Don't worry about it. But like, because he's like, you always use the term blackout. And I'm like, yeah, that is kind of how it feels. You're just like, your brain is in a different land. You're outside your body.
Yeah, it's like now I am Safia again. Hello.
Well, first of all, I do want to say, like, your work with alchemy, obviously you have been using it for a long time and it completely shows. It was just, yeah, like I said, I mean, it felt like watching an episode of professionally made television, and hype to your players as well for making that experience happen. But let's bring Dan off the mic because I want to hear specifically his comments, having worked on the back end for alchemy for a long time too. Dan, what have you got to say for yourself?
Oh goodness, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, honestly, watching that was a masterclass in what alchemy is capable of. I've watched live streams before where people were utilizing alchemy, myself included, utilizing alchemy, and the way you were able to chain your scenes through and combine that with the storytelling was exactly what Amy just said. It was like watching a movie, and I was invested about 30 seconds into the game. So I was like, this is incredible.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's it really was. So we just want to honor you for that. Anything, do you have any questions, Dan? If like I know, you know, you've played around a lot in the Alchemy, but like do you have any questions of the build out? Obviously you've taken a look at it, but anything specific that you kind of want to highlight on this stream?
Oh man, questions. To be honest,
you do it now.
Yeah, let me raise my microphone level up just a little bit. I just got a notification. It might be a little low. Let's see here. Okay, that might be a little bit better. So yeah, I just that might be a little loud now. Okay. Sorry, I'm having to tech direct and also be on the show at the same time. But now I think we should be okay. Anyways, no questions. Honestly, I think my question would have to be when you are prepping your game, because especially with Daggerheart, Daggerheart can lead to an extreme amount of like in the moment, like, you know, what's going on with the players. They're asking questions and it's changing the direction of what you might have planned. How do you go about plotting on Alchemy, especially? How do you go about like creating a overarching like amount of scenes that can cover, you know, what you think the players might take?
So that's my favorite part of preparing for a story. Yes, Daggerheart had way more flexibility in the build where I would just throw the story to them for them to tell me where it's going. And that's something that we had discussed in the session 0. But even with other game sessions, you still have to prepare for what you don't know. At least I do. I like to over prepare. So what I do is I like to call it shopping. So I go looking for scenes that I would use. So I try to find like browsing through catalogs of anything, either as ideas or as actual resources I can use. And this is where the incredible work of artists come in. If I don't have that time, then I will just do my own jot down, but my preferred method is to just go around shopping. So even before Alchemy, I would actually browse through the Czepeku basically art and look around and say, can this work? Can this work? And even if I don't use it, just asking and wondering why it can't gives me the right answer. And I kind of take a horde approach where I'll select everything possible. And then from there, narrow it down to what is feasible. And worst case, because I narrowed it down, now I kind of know what might be used for future things. So I end up just knowing how to quickly jump between. And with Alchemy, moving between the scenes is quite easy. Segmenting the scenes is also quite easy. So when I love the idea of going the before and after, so that's where I was able to kind of implement what I'm talking about.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Well, thank you, Dan, for hopping on. Sorry to make you be a performer on top of everything else you're doing, but I thought it was worth it to get your feedback.
No, thank you. Thank you for having me on. And thank you for such an incredible game to be able to watch it and just be involved in. Thank you. That was awesome. Yeah.
Thanks, Safia. That was my that's such a great question of like, so, you know, with a VTT, you are prep. There's no rhyme or reason. I mean, there's no way around it. You do have to prep, right? And so a lot of the times when people are like rule of cool or improvisation, especially for shows, it's kind of like, well, kind of, but I love that answer. And I need you to teach me a seminar as well, because that's, more is less, I guess, is what we're saying. Safia, a lot of the people in the chat and I do know the answer to this question. I want to hear from you. They want to know I want to hear like the whole thing. The metaphor of your storytelling is obviously allegorical, or probably. I'll let you answer that. And your inspiration for where this came from. I just want to, in your terms, how close to personal is this? And then how are you using fantasy to elevate that metaphor?
Well, I think it's a very personal story to pretty much everyone with a heart. I don't think that it'll take much to be able to understand its importance. And I got the idea when I first heard of Daggerheart. The moment I heard about the duality dice, hope and fear, immediately I was like, wait, I can tell a story like this using that. I can talk about displacement with hope and fear. Because it I don't know, it never clicked when a role is just two-dimensional. But when you have being able to use your own hope as a currency to move forward, while your fear is used against you, it just all came in the same minute that I heard about Daggerheart. And it kind of just sat simmering in the back of my head, and I never got to play it out. And then when GM Fest came, I was like, okay, now's the time. Now's the time to tell the story.
Absolutely. Tell me about the gray fog. That seemed to be pretty a big metaphor.
The gray fog is just meant to represent that this change is sudden and heartless, and that it is akin to death even if it isn't causing death directly.
What I know the mechanics had of the gray fog were multi-dimensional, the blindness, the, you know, just the triggering the memories and triggering the effects in the game. Were all of those mechanics like something you predetermined?
Yeah, so I needed an environment to be able to play out the gray fog. So Daggerheart has an environment block, and I needed something that would personify it, because you're not playing in a city. This isn't just Dulaijan in its great days where the mechanics are going to be about the environment of a tavern or things like that. The gray fog needed its own mechanics. So while the gray fog itself isn't making the characters recall memories, but experiencing it is. What the gray fog is doing is just permeating and suffocating. But when you see what has been and what could have continued to be, you can't help but recall. And that is where it goes back to this being a personal story.
Yeah, I love that. Everyone in chat, we are running a giveaway for Daggerheart. You just saw a beautiful Daggerheart game played out. We're streaming on Alchemy's YouTube, Darrington Press's YouTube, and my Twitch, Vorpahl Sword. What you're going to want to do actually is go to either Alchemy's YouTube or my Twitch or both, type !hope in the chat. And if you do type it in each location, you'll get entered twice. And we're giving away Daggerheart physical copies of the core rule book and the domain, the cards that come along with it. So you'll get the full Daggerheart core pack physically. Again, if you're entering, turn on your whispers and DMs so that we can, you know, ping you, get your name, shipping address, and email address. So if you're doing that, go ahead. I want to see all kinds of people trying to get this. This is incredible. A huge, generous thing that Darrington Press is doing. And I'm very excited to give those away. Safia, biggest moments of the game that were, well, I have mine, but that were unexpected, that you really couldn't see coming, even if you tried.
I could not see a spider fixing the arcane network, and I want to just mention that Hood is playing an orange cat.
Yes,
like it's an orange Qatari, and that orange continued as a spider and continued as a wolf. So no, I could not have foreseen orange tarantula going in to fix the arcane network. I had given full creative freedom on what fixing the arcane network would look like. So I did say,
you sure did.
Yeah, I did say I'm going to leave it up to you to describe how it'll be fixed. And I know my players are comfortable with that level of improving. I let them know that I'm going to throw the ball back at you a lot. But I initially thought, okay, the engineer wizard fixes the arcane tower, and then you have the green thumb druid that's going to be working on the plants, that's going to be assisting with healing. I did not see those roles reversed.
Exactly. Not to mention that very important die roll from Huda that just about, you know, we were talking a lot about software with Alchemy and Czepeku, but you never remember the hardware. Hardware, big part of streaming.
She flipped her camera.
Yeah, big moment there. If anyone's making clips, maybe that moment. I mean, it was a full, you know, like as a theater kid myself, I've never laughed harder than than when we do like dramatic plays, because it's so dramatic that you're like, everyone is just programmed to look for the comedic moments, and even if you can't find them, the universe will deliver. And in comedic things, you're already there, so it's kind of like the comedy's just already there. It's like, if everything's funny, is anything funny? But on drama, like it's like you need that release, and if you aren't providing it, the universe has ways of providing it for you, and I think that's what happened in that moment.
Yeah, I did not prepare much comedy. The only comedy I had is that the mom calling at a very wrong time, because, see, if Dima had not convinced the Mana Guardian to look away, it had no reason not to immediately just come back up when the phone rang.
Yeah,
that was sort of the plan. But because she had done that, and it was such a creative thing, and she rolled high, I wasn't going to take it away. So it was like, okay, the Mana Guardian's done. But your mom calling you mid-combat is just, you know, something that would happen if you had phones in
it sure would. Mom, I can't right now. Honey.
Yeah.
It was so good. Gosh, I hope you go back and watch. The chat was going nuts the whole time. Really compelling transitions. Really great pun work also in the chat. There are a couple of people that I do want to shout out in the chat that just thank you so much. Over on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/VorpahlSword, we do have to thank Not That Risky for the gift subs. Gifted 10 yesterday and gifted 10 today. So everyone, thank you, Not That Risky. Say hello, Not That Risky. Thank you so much. That's wonderful. And then I do want to hear your feedback on the overlays, because there was a lot of discussion specifically with yours. And I think for some reason today is the day that people are noticing that the overlays are not only different, but very customized to the one shots. And we have Alice at Alchemy to thank for that. Like, really great work. She was in charge of all of the graphics for GM Fest 2026, including the web design, including all of the social graphics. Sorry, Alice is with Czepeku, and I get them confused in my mind, because in my mind, Alchemy and Czepeku are exactly the same, and guys, they're not. I'll tell you more about where you can get free stuff from them in just a bit. But anyway, we have Alice to thank, because she really dove in. She was like, can I do this? Can I do this? And I was like, oh, you mean extra work, extra overlays, like define the story based on what the overlays are? I mean, it was so much work, and she put so much effort into it. And you can tell that each of our stories, each of these experiences have been elevated because of that. So shout out to her. But Safia, what do you think of the overlay that Alice made for you?
I loved it immediately. Like, when I took a look at it, I couldn't even have direct thoughts. I just needed to send it to the players and scream.
There you go.
with joy. Like, that was it. Like, it was like, oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Like, there were no coherent thoughts.
Oh my gosh, I think that's great. I hesitate. So you're saying that you and your players are emotional people? Because that's confusing to me. I don't see how that's a thing. Okay, I do want to say in chat, if you're tuning in just right now to GM Fest, you're going to want to type !hope in the chat. On Alchemy's YouTube, that's youtube.com/@AlchemyRPG, or on my Twitch, twitch.tv/VorpahlSword. If you're watching from the Darrington Press YouTube, just hop on over to one of these other ones and you can win a physical core set, rulebook, and set of Daggerheart, and begin playing with your physical copy right away, and have those nice tangible cards for anyone who needs a fidget during a game. I sure do. But the code is !hope. Safia, you're a graduate of Dungeon Master School, DM School.
Yes.
And I'm so happy to have you in the class. What was that like? What was that like to go through it? How has it been since then? What was your experience of GMing before that versus after? Anything like that?
So I've been a GM for a while. However, when you just sort of GM by figuring it out, even if you're kind of giving it your best, you're always stuck in this loop of, okay, what do I need to prepare? What do I need to do? And while I did always try to give room to pause and get feedback and see how I can improve, I can't say that I fully was able to do that until GM school. Like, it's very difficult to, when you are highly self-critical and you can only see all the things that have gone wrong and you can't see what you're doing right, and you focus on the idea in your head, even though you're aware that yes, it's improv, but still you're so in your own head that you don't actually know what to work on. And more importantly, I've been a GM more than I have been a player. That means I didn't get to see a lot of other people's GMing styles. So during GM school, I had that kind of safe space to experiment and try new things. I did learn that I did dig deeper into what I liked, and I did try things that I don't really like just to kind of learn how that works. But I also got to see how other people take on the same challenge. Like, we would get the same challenge and I would take it from a different light, and I wouldn't see it how another GM classmate would see it. And that alone was also a great way to learn. Not to mention actually getting storytelling techniques. And I'm not anyone that has experience improving. I took like one improv class in Barcelona. That was it. So improving is not... I'm a type A, prepare everything, know everything. I need to know the menu of the restaurant before I even go there. So improv is something I enjoy, but I don't really get to learn that much of how it is. Some of my friends were great at improv and they taught me, but it's quite different when you take dedicated sessions over a long period.
Woohoo! Thank you for that glowing review. We loved having you in class, and if you, hearing that you don't consider yourself an improviser, I am completely shocked. So I will say I want to give you a chance right now to tell us about Nerdiat, because you did have your cabal of Nerdiat people here on the stream today, and y'all are doing some great work. If you could tell me about where this idea came from, what the mission statement is, why Nerdiat, and then also what game systems you run. That'd be great.
Okay. Yes. So Nerdiat is a storytelling platform in which we can tell Arabic and Arabic heritage and culture and history inspired stories through tabletop roleplay gaming. And the idea came because whenever we consume any fantasy media, the question is always like, well, why can't it be fantasy in my culture? Why can't it be fantasy in my history? And the answer is never that it cannot. It simply can. You just have to be part of creating it. And there's a lot of fantastic people doing that. ttrpg space, there are more and more people that are creating this, which I'm excited to be part of, more voices sharing our stories, but I wanted to give it my own. And it came up as, it would be cool to do this. And then we went, well, why not? And let's be extra and actually establish it as an official company in our country. And Huda has this deep love and attention and all-consuming ability to read mass amounts of history and sort of give it in game format. And so she's that side of the brain. And then we have a third partner, Sarah, who's now permanently moved to Canada. And she is the art direction. She is the kind of jack of all trades that can edit and knows how all of the tech side of video works, and I don't know that side at all. And so we worked together to try and bring something. And the first production we ever did is fully out now as a short series, which is Vampire the Masquerade: Dubai by Night. 5 episodes. It's out on YouTube now at Nerdiyat. And we're very proud of what we were able to do, given that it's our first time producing and doing anything. There was a lot of difficulties, so it was the kind of labor of love that we forgot that this is actually laborious work and just enjoyed it. And I really recommend trying to do this, because now I have clips with my friends of us enjoying a game, and it's such a privilege to have that. Whether or not a series is successful, you need to do that. But I didn't know what to expect. But I've had good feedback from Vampire the Masquerade, and that just means everything for me. We do want to run other systems too, but for now, that's where we started.
Oh, dude, that's incredible. I want to go back to something you said about DM school, but the reason it reminded this, your last statement reminded me of it, is because you were like, we forgot that it was work, like we were just having fun, being in the zone together and creating something. And I subscribe to the thought that when you're a dungeon master or a game master, you pretty much consistently have a community of players. After you build up these tables that you're playing at. And what is more invaluable than anything is having a community of other GMs. Like even me, I will say, even me, all the best people that I learn from are other GMs. You guys in the class, of course, yes, same for me. Like I could watch, 2, 3, 4 hour games from other GMs, sure. Or I could, watch within 3 hours, watch 10 GMs doing their thing and be like, oh wait, what do I like about this? What am I going to pull from this? How can I stretch the rubber band, try different things, so that when I relax and go back to myself, the rubber band is just bigger. My skill set is just a little stretchier. And so you're one of those GMs. Everyone at the GM Fest, everyone who's been in my class are in that category. I learned so much from you guys. So I just want to highlight that too. Y'all, we're running this giveaway, and it's so fun. A core rule book and cards of Daggerheart to get started with your own home game. These are being given away on my Twitch stream. That's Vorpahl Sword, and they're given away on Alchemy RPG YouTube. So you're going to want to hop over there, type !hope in the chat. When you do, you can do that in both of them, which means you'll get 2 entries, okay? And be sure to turn on your whispers, turn on your DMs, because the mods, probably Dulaijan, is going to be whispering to you or DMing you to get your name, shipping address, physical address, and your email address to ensure that Darrington Press ships those things to you. Huge giveaway. Can't wait to see who wins. We'll be drawing for that in about 6 minutes, so get it in there. Safia, I don't know if I have any more questions for you, to be honest. Is there anything you want to say about, your players and how they inspire you? Because I think the way you had said it was like you guys did, I can't tell, like a bunch of session zeros to character create.
Yeah, so session 0 was your typical understanding of what the game is, talk of safety, as well as knowing what the story and layout expectations with a little bit of character creation. And then we did a second session that was more of like orienting and understanding your characters and how they interact with the system. Because it's a highly emotional story, and I know that my players can tell it, what they needed is kind of to have a solid understanding of who their characters are. Because if they do, then rolling with the emotions will come more naturally. So we role played basically the day before. So when I was referencing, and when they referenced the breakfast with their mother and with their younger brothers, when they referenced that one of the younger brothers now wants to get into engineering, when the animals were being sold and we didn't get to delve into it, but they were very sassy chickens. Those were all role played. So we went through them together. And so they were able to kind of feel connected to the world, because how can I ask them to fully care about this and what it means if they don't have enough to kind of a foundation to draw on? And I didn't come up with a lot of the things that they did. For example, the balsam tree, I didn't come up with that. That was entirely them. They agreed on the saying for the family. They made that up. They gave that to me. They came up with the family. And because I think they had that one session that let them be able to have a playground and then tell me how they want to play in it.
I love it. I'm stealing your, I need you to role play that out for me line. Like, I'm just going to fully steal that, because it is so cool to be like, yeah, that this all can happen. Let's see how, and let's see it in real time. It's so cool. It's such a Daggerheart thing. You know what I mean? So really well done. What about this? I did, and I forgot I had this question, but where did the tree, the voice, how adorable it was, like, was that pre-planned, or was this like improvised as well?
So here's the funny thing. I had a long list of to-dos, and choosing a voice for the tree was one of them, because you can't plan the voice of you have to plan the voice of every single plant and animal if you have a druid. That's just something I've learned, and I do that. However, I knew I was forgetting something, and this is what I forgot to prepare. So it was like at the moment where she was telling me that she's spoken to the tree, because we did confirm you spoke to the tree. Yes. But I didn't role play it out. So it was like, okay, what is the painful choice? And that is making the tree very cute. It is a newborn. So let's go into that.
I love it. That's great. Am I like going nuts on my mic with the yeah, there's a leaf blower literally outside my window, and it's like the apartment complex that I live in, and it's not me. It's just, yay. Okay, sorry. I like moved my mic closer. I don't think that'll help at all, because I can tell that it's causing this. Great answer, Safia. I'm being blown at, which is great. Oh wait, I had one other question. I got this is the last question, and then we're gonna move to the giveaway here in about 3 minutes. I'll let Safia go, and we'll bring out the next game, which is Max's Legacy Trap, where epic heroes after the fact return home to see what they find. This will be a D&D 5e game. You're not going to want to miss it. It's going to be really cool. Great cast, really cool cast. Can't wait to see what they do with it. So let's and then we'll do the giveaway. So if you are just tuning in now, go ahead and type !hope in the chat. Either or both my Twitch or Alchemy RPG's YouTube. So that's Vorpahl Sword on Twitch or Alchemy RPG on YouTube. You can do it in both, and then those will be 2 entries. All right, and we're giving away the Daggerheart core rulebook set and cards in the physical copy version. So Safia, last question. What's next? Is this going to be a campaign? Can we see this another time? Is Nerdyat doing Daggerheart? Are you going to do another live stream? Tell us everything.
So we don't really do live streams that much. We mostly work on pre-recorded because if we only did live streaming, scheduling becomes even harder. So and we aren't all in one location. So we mainly focus on pre-recording, and then we don't do much editing except when the tech goblins get in our way. That's the only thing we edit. We actually do have a couple of stories planned, but one of them that I'm most excited about, I don't know when it'll be out though, because life, will be a Arabic history inspired D&D game. We do want to run Daggerheart as well, and part of me keeps going, should I keep it to Daggerheart? Should I keep it to D&D? Should I move it to Daggerheart? But definitely the campaign setting itself is what's coming up. We have some smaller things, like we want to create games that are based off of smaller experiences, like going through a raid, which is the celebration, specifically the one after Ramadan. So we want to make a game of what that is like and record that as well. So we have a lot of things planned, and we hope time and life lets them come to.
Well, if the rest of the world is indicative of what chat has been asking for, everyone's hungry for it. We do want it. And if you ever publish anything, you have to let us all know, because I know that folks will want to own some of this stuff and play it themselves. So thank you so much, Safia. And thank you to your players. Thanks for being a part of GM Fest. Hey, really last question. What time is it? If for those of you who don't know, Safia and her team, her players are streaming in from Saudi Arabia. So what time do you have there?
It is exactly 10:55 p.m.
p.m. Okay. Well, thanks for staying up late. Go get some rest. You did great. Again, thank you for joining us. Everyone say bye, Safia. Everyone say bye. Okay. And that's going to give us a great time to draw a winner. Winner, chicken dinner. Who's going to win? All right. We've got, we're doing this now. So if you missed it, I guess you can still try to type !hope, but we're drawing now. Okay. I didn't give you a heads up, and I don't have to because no one's running the show except me. So I get to do whatever I want. And haven't I given you enough time? Okay. All right. So we're looking for 2 winners today. 2 winners are getting the Daggerheart core rulebook set and cards, physical copy. I've got the cards right here. My Daggerheart book is on my couch where I was, I've been lucky enough, I'm running the last game of this event. So every night I go in and go like, ooh, what else can I do? Very similar to Safia. I'm going shopping every night and like adding stuff to my alchemy game, which is so fun. We do have a winner. The first winner is at Ra8A, RA8AW. And I think, is this a, oh my gosh, if it's a pun and I'm not getting it, Raita. What is it? If it's a pun, I actually do want to know, and I will not sleep tonight if I don't understand what that pun is. People don't just throw 8s in the middle of their names and it doesn't mean anything, unless you do. And then I want to know that too. All right. So that's over on Twitch. Turn on those whispers. Also, if you are at Bacardi99, we're still trying to get in touch with you from yesterday. So turn on those whispers. And also, if you want, you can just DM or whisper to Dulaijan, and we'll get you those fun codes that you won yesterday. Remember, Ra8A, we are looking for your shipping address, your email address, and your name so we can get that to you. Awesome. Yay. Good job. We do have a second winner. And it is at the Rain Book. Congrats. Yay. Everyone say congrats in the chat. Hype them up and turn on those whispers. We got to get that to you. I want to talk a little bit about what's coming up next. We've got just a few minutes. This game is going to go live at the o'clock mark. So wherever you are in time and space, we've got about 3 minutes. This is Max running Legacy Trap. This is a D&D 5e game. Before I do that, now that we've got the winners, I am going to say goodbye to Darrington Press YouTube. If you are tuned in there, why don't you hop on over to twitch.tv/vorpahlsword or youtube.com/@Alchemy RPG. We're going to be playing D&D the rest of the day. And Daggerheart, thanks.